Yeah, hello. My name is Amadou Drame. This is coursework 2 for software architecture and engineering. And the functionality I'm doing it's the training timetable system for Fabrikam. As you can see from the example, it says, for example, administrator to timetable training session according to facility requirement, training expert, and availability. So I'll take it from my report. Uh, I did an introduction, which is just telling you the aim of the project, which is the timetable, which is a timetable system for Fabrikam. And as well, I'll be using the software development process to plan, create, test, and develop this system. So the requirement analysis from the user. They want when user goes to their website to be able to um, read a training session, read a brief description of that course, and then apply for it. And each training session will be scheduled by the administrator, and the system should automatically hide a coursework that's like a week older, and no user should be able to attend or apply for a course that is like happening in the next 24 hours. And the user also want me to collect some information from the user training, like personal details and training requirement on request. And an option also should be for full information about the attendee and to be able to delete a registration. um, so I created a function requirement specification depending on what the user want. So as you can see, it's an actor action and system response. So for example, if the user clicks on submit on the login page, what the system will respond. And I'll show you all this from 1 to Z27. I'll show you um, everything that I put on this table. If the admin does something, what does the system respond? The non-system requirement, because I don't have too much yeah, I don't have too much. I only have 1,000 words to write, so I didn't write much. But basically, they are talking. It has to be do with the performance, the usability, the reliability, serviceability, secure and availability and scalability of the system. So we jump onto the design. So the design I'm going to use. Well, I use MongoDB, not mean stack, which includes MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node.js. This is a free and open source JavaScript software stack used to create dynamic websites and applications. With Angular, I use PrimeNG, which is to design. PrimeNG is almost like Bootstrap, but I prefer PrimeNG. I also use NX, which is also part of Angular, so that to create the project structure that you can see. So the project structure has two sides. So I created a Fabrica app and so it's two side. So if you go to the app, you see I have admin side and Fabrica side. So the admin side will have to create the training session and everything that comes with it, like create, view, delete, and update. Then the Fabrica side is basically the landing page or the website, if you may say. So it's basically it has only, I think, yeah, only one component. So that's the landing page, which is the website, so that users can see whatever the admin has created. So basically, you have the home page, the home component, which is the landing page, a header, a footer, a nav for the header, and the app component. Every Angular app has a app component, and the admin page also. I have all these components under it, which is dashboard. So most of them has two of them. So you have one to list, another one is supposed to be formed on a form. So a booking detail and a list page, a course list and a form, a training list and a form. So the list will list all the trainings, and the form is used to, like, if you want to update or, yeah, or create a new component, that's what you use the form for. And the access is just to create, to store the images. And they all share a banner, a site bar, and a gallery. And all of them has also have a service, a service app, service, what's to call it again, a service component, which will be in between the apps and the database, basically to grab whatever I want from the database. So I have a attendee service. I also have a training service somewhere. Yeah, training service. Yeah, training service. Where is it? I missed it. I'll add it later. I also have a booking service. And the database at the back. So the data model is basically, so for the gaps, I'm choosing one which is the Fabrikam, is it Fabrikam control pattern. This option represents the system. So basically, everything I want is on the controller. So I have the view, which is the HTML and the CSS. That's what I have, where I have the view for the MVC, and the controller. That's where I have the TypeScripts. So this TypeScript is like the Fabrikam controller pattern. So this controller controls almost everything that's happening in this system. And you have the model as well. So the model is, I create another model as well, so that you can see the types, the name and the types and stuff. Yeah. Every Angular component has four components in it, four files in it. The head one is HTML, the other one is CSS, and you have also a TypeScript um, for testing. And yeah, so HTML1, CSS2, a TypeScript, and a spec file for testing. So the HTML is the view for the view of MVC, and for the TypeScript is the controller of the MVC. Um, so, and I create a data file which is created for service for the model, which I just show you for these models. Um, yeah. So the system has the requirements. So the first one says the user clicks on the submit button, and you see a validation. So it's showing you. So if you see if the user enters nothing and just click on submit, it gives you a validation. So if the user clicks on add on an email valid and a valid email, it shows you this is a valid email. So if the user enter a correct email address but clicks on submit, it tells you that the password is required. But if I enter a correct password and click on enter, it takes you to the admin page, which is exactly what I it is exactly um, what I said on the specification. So you see, your user clicks on submit, and the validation is a password required. The other one said email is valid, password is required, and the other one email, both email and password required if you enter a wrong email or a wrong password. Um, yeah. So so going back to the app store, so it takes you to the dashboard. So if you want to, because my functionality is to add a new training, so I just click on training. So if you click on training, it gives you a list of all the trainings you already have. So, and it has pagination as well, and so you can click on the next page to see what's on the next page. So I only have 11 training at the moment. So if I want to add a new training, I just click on training. So depending on which training I want to add. For example, this courses, you have to, every training you are adding has to be under a course. So these are the courses that I have right now. So if I want to add a new course, for example, I say customer care, which I don't have. Customer, yeah, oh, it's not there. So I have to go to the course form, then add customer care. Just give it an icon. This icon is on it's from Prime NG. So there are icons on Prime NG that yeah that they create. So you see, I just created customer care. As you can see, is here customer care because I didn't create any color, so it's blank. So I have to create a color for it. So as you can see, that's just to show you how that editing is working. If you click on it, it's just show me coursework created. So you can see the color. So the CRUD is working as well. So you can see that I can create. Um, I'll show you how to. I just show you how to edit. I'll show you how to delete in a bit. So because of time, let me just show you. Now I want to create a customer care training. You see, it wasn't there. Now it's there. So I create customer care. So customer care. So what's the cost of it? Let's say it's £90. Number of people that are available that should be available for this. Well, let's say 60. And when is it scheduled? Let's say from the 15th to the 15th of, no, it cannot be that, 15th to the, let's say, 25th of November. And I want it to be to feature on the main page. So this basically is, if I go to their website, I have future trainings. So as you can see, I only have three at the moment, three future trainings. So I have two format, this one or the other one that you can have the list and you just click on it so that it opens. So at the moment I have three on their page. So I click on feature on this page. So this means that I can basically make it available on the page instead of going to the trainings to see what trainings are available. So let's say is this is for customer care. And so basically you put the information that you want. I don't have a customer care picture, but I will just um, take one from, let's say, from the ones that I already have. Let's just take this one so you can see. Yeah, that's the picture that I took. So if I click on create now, so it say training customer care created. So if I go on, it automatically goes on the list. So if I go on the list, now I can see the customer care now is created. So this, as soon as I create this, it also goes to the, if I go and refresh this page, you can see that now customer care is created on the website. So if I didn't create on the featured on this page, it will go under the course, which it's under the course. So if I come here and it wasn't there, I'll just click on customer care. Then I'll see that customer care has one course on it. So there are other trainings. If I can't see them, so if I wanted to train for CV, I'll just click on CV. There I see that one is on non-Indian, another one is online. So let's go back to the admin side. If I wanted to update this, let's say there was a spelling mistake or a date change, or I want to change the amount. So as you can see, I click on the edit and I change this to, instead of 90, I put 190. So now it's 190. So if I go back and see, let's just put here edited, and save again, update the system, so it will tell me it's updated. So if I go back and check, you can see that the edited is there and it's now 90. So if I go to the database and I refresh the database as well, before scroll down, customer care. So the one that I just created is here, customer care. It wasn't there before, now it's here. um, yeah, so if I wanted to delete one of them, um, I'll just scroll down. Come on, man. Okay, let's delete this skill. So if I click on delete, it will show me a notification to delete. So if I said yes, it will delete it from the system. So now I have created and deleted. Because of time is out of me, I just log out to show you. And this is the main page, the home page. So if I the customer care one is here. So if I wanted to see more, I'll just click on more. So the customer will see that more information about it. Or if I wanted to see all the trainings, I'll click on all the trainings. But if I was here and I wanted to see only one, I'll just click on one. It will show me on only those ones. If I wanted to see project management, it will show me just project management. If I wanted to see all the interviews, it will show me all the interviews. If I wanted to see the leadership ones, there is nothing there because I just deleted it. If I wanted to show the presentation, it will show me the ones on the presentation. And like I said, there are two formats. If I want to use this one or I wanted to use the other one, I'm out of time, so I have to stop. Yeah, basically that's it. And I'll give you the short code for the project as well, so that you can see everything. Yeah, thank you.